everyone. How's it going? I'm sorry. I'm trying to compose myself. We got Spencer guest hosting today, and he just cracking me up before we got started. Telling me some jokes we definitely can't retell on the air, but hilarious. But anyway, you'll hear my dog, of course, because my dog wants to act a fool when I'm on the air. Spencer is here. I'm just gonna do the cold open for him. He's got some great stuff, y'all. There's some signed Jim Starlin trade paperbacks. There's some Greg Capullo and Danny Miki, not only Spawn pages, but Batman pages. And you know, Spencer, he's got a whole bunch of cool stuff he's gonna show off. And you know he's got great stories. So everyone, welcome in. If you're not at OAX, thanks for being here. If you are at OAX, I hope you're having an awesome time and thanks for tuning in while you're there. But we're gonna get started in just a second, folks. Hang out.
Here's Johnny. I told you I was going to do that, Jay. Anyhow, I hope it's good to see you guys. I hope we have a few people who are able to come in from OAX and come join us tonight because we have an exclusive. We have, for the first time ever, Danny Miki has opened up his vault. He never wanted to, releasing a lot of his Greg Capullo Batman art. He never wanted to release it, but his kids both of his kids just got their driver's license. They need cars, and he needs a new transmission in his SUV. So he decided to open up the vault and let some stuff go. The prices that I put in Greg's stuff is relatively expensive. The stuff is still expensive tonight, but it's dramatically cheaper than what Greg charges. It's still expensive, but dramatically cheaper than Greg charges for parallel items. I went to his website and I went to Heritage and did direct comparison. So hopefully you'll find stuff that'll be of interest to you, that is affordable, and that you will enjoy. You'll enjoy the show tonight. It should be a good show. We're starting out. We've got 13 trade paper, actually 12 trade paperbacks and a facsimile edition of comics from Jim Starlin. These are from his personal collection. And to let you know, basically the book itself is free, and you're just paying for the autograph. That's all I can tell you right now. All the Jim Starlin signed stuff is $20. All of it. There's large quantities of some there's only one copy of, but everything is signed by Jim Starlin. Actually, Tuesday of this week. So it's all freshly signed. It's all from his personal collection. And so might as well start off with this stuff. So all you have to do, if you want it, is claim it by the number. It'll be CB something, like this one, CB01. This is Mystery in Space from 2007, a trade paperback. As you can see in the top above his shoulder, you see it's signed by Starlin. And this is $20 for this. It's a pretty thick trade paperback too. It's not thin, and it's a pretty good. Yeah, Jim had a really good time in Babylon. He had a really, really good time. We had a lot of fun. Pizza left a little bit to be desired, but the show was a lot of fun, that's for sure. I've got going to be sometime in April. Scott Hannon will be back at his show, and I got summertime. Mark Bagley will be coming up to his show as well. So we got all that coming at the Hot Flip show. Anyhow, so this is CBO1. If anybody like it, just claim it by CBO1. Okay, we'll go to the next item. Is CBO2. Is Jim Starlin's personal creator-owned copy Dreadstar, The Scent of Z. This is the 4th volume of Dreadstar reprints from 2001. Again, $20. All of them are going to be $20. So if anybody's interested in Dreadstar, he has 5 new trade paperbacks he's doing now. 2 of which have shipped. The 3rd one comes out shortly, but all 5 are done, penciled, ink, lettered, and colored. Yeah, no, it did not represent New York pizza. Being really rude, I'm a Jew from Brooklyn. I know what New York pizza is. That was not New York pizza. Anyhow, but going back, this is Dreadstar. So we can go on to the next item is CB03, Batman the Cult. Batman is drawn by Bernie Wrightson. Signed by Jim Starlin right next to the logo. It's a little dark to see, but signed next to Jim. This is a thick trade paperback as well. And for all you people that are going to entertain you, as Jay said, I have stories. When I was in the industry about 3 months, I had a creator that I was at a table. I'd only been working in the industry 3 months. Actually, I tell you, it was 1986. It was February of 1987. I was at a convention, and an artist there asked me to represent him. And I looked at it. I don't know. I was like, your stuff's beautiful, but I really don't know anything about your stuff. I don't think I could do any justice to it. And I turned down representing Bernie Wrightson. So all of you who want to write there, what an effing idiot I was. Bernie asked me to represent him personally, and I turned him down. He didn't turn me down. I turned him down because I was really stupid. Amazingly, legendarily stupid. But anyhow, that's as far as that goes. We all learn from our mistakes. Next would be CB04, Jim Starlin's creator-owned Breed, Book of Genesis, Volume 1. All I see that is I think of a line from Star Trek, The Search for Spock, which is, Genesis, how could you be ears with death like that? Anyhow, this is a trade paperback for Breed. Again, you're only paying for Jim's autograph. The book is free. It's $20. If you want to claim it, just claim it by CB04. Next, we have CB05 is the volume 2 of Breed. I cannot say that. Book of Ecclesiastes. I can't say that. Actually, real quick, I'm curious. I'm gonna call Starlin real quick. I gotta find out how to say that name. It's been driving me nuts all night. Hang on 1 second. Hang on, guys. We're gonna get a clarification just for purposes.
Hi, this is Jim.
Nope. He's not home. Oh well, it was worth a shot. I'm guessing it's Ecclesiastes. I have no idea. Anyhow, that's book 2 of Breed, and the next CB06 is book 3, the Book of Revelations. Nice, Dwayne. Ecclesiastes. Okay, there you go. Anyhow, we got CB06, which is the book 3, the 3rd volume in the series. So again, $20 for all of these. These are all trade paperbacks, all signed by Jim. And these are all from his personal collection, his personal file copies. We have a large quantity of a bunch of these. Actually, this one actually we only have 1 copy of this one. Anyhow, so that's CB07 is next, which is the Strange Adventures trade paperback. This is Manuel Garcia and Al Milgram, signed by Jim. Again, $20. You're just paying for his autograph. The book is free. I don't know if anybody's interested in that. Next, we got CB08, which is a Ran Thanagar Holy War. By the way, the Captain Comet, if anybody's really interested, I have the character redesigns for that for sale. If anybody's interested in that, the original art for the redesigns. Anyhow, that's CB08. CB9 is the New Gods Bloodlines storyline that Jim did. I think the cover to it. I'm not sure what part of this that he did. But this is $20 for this trade paperback as well. Then we got CB10, which is a legendary story that Jim did with Mike Mignola, The Cosmic Odyssey. Beautiful art, beautiful story. Anyhow, this is CB10. Next, we got CB11, Death of the New Gods. Some great pencils by Jim, brilliant thinking by Matt Banning, or as he goes by Bat, or RT Bear. Really nice storyline, really nice artwork, even though it's called Death. Again, $20. And then next we got CB12. Now, bear in mind, if you look on the left, there's about an inch up the left side, there's a really bad glitch in it that is not in the copy you would get. It actually has a hole all the way through the book. It was just the one I grabbed. I didn't notice it until after I scanned it. I didn't want to take the time to rescan it, but they're all perfect condition. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. We can get that signed for you if you want to pay. If you want to pay extra shipping, if you want to ship that to me, you just have to pay the return shipping. I'll be seeing Jim in about 2 weeks. I can get him to sign it if you want. That wouldn't be a problem. The shipping is the signature is $20. That's what Jim charges. So again, if you'd like it, contact me offline, SpencerBCK@AOL.com. And I'll give you my shipping address. I'll be happy to get it signed by Jim for you. Just make sure, obviously, you have to pay return shipping. Anyhow, this is The Punisher: Ghost of Innocence from 1993. As I said, the blotch that's on the left side is not on the one you'd be getting. That's on the crappy copy that I pulled. Anyhow, next is CB13, the last of the signed books. This is a facsimile of Adam Warlock, Strange Tales 178. And again, you're only paying, the comic is free. You're only paying for the autograph. Anyhow, that is as far as we go with signed comics for tonight. Next, we go on to a lot of I hope we have a lot of Greg Capullo fans tonight. How many people do we have in here, Jack?
I see 23 so far.
Okay, well, hopefully we can get some more. Anyhow, this is all Greg Capullo stuff. Hopefully you're a fan of Greg Capullo, because this is expensive stuff. But again, this has never before been shown in public. Anyhow, this is the first one. This is OA01. As you can see from on the screen, it is page 22. It is signed by Danny. It is $1,500. By the way, I'm going to do something tonight that I've never done before, because Danny gave me a little bit of leeway, not a lot, a little bit. If you're interested in purchasing, it's just a little bit on thing. If you want to make a counter offer, it will be considered, but don't make an outrageous one where it's $1,500, so I'll give you $300. Don't waste your time or mine. It has to be a realistic counter offer, and I'll let you know. I've never done that before. It's an experiment. I mentioned it to Danny because, again, he has to get 2 cards for his kids. And I said, we'll see what happens. So anyhow, that's CB01. Next, OA01. Next, OA02 is Batman issue 29, page 25. So you got Batman in almost every panel there. It's $2,000. Again, beautiful artwork. Now, bear in mind, with the exception, I think 2 pages, everything is original inks over pencils directly. There's 2 pages that are blue line, or 3. And those are on Spawn. But all the Batman art is original inks over pencils. Nothing is blue line. Absolutely nothing. All right. Next is OA03. There we go. This is a 2-page spread with a lot of Batman on it. This is $4,000 for the 2-page spread. The crease in the middle, as you see that white there, that's just from where we put it together, but it's not on the original artwork. Anyhow, as Mike Asbill's are, please let's get some thumbs up. Let Nick be happy with me that I got him some positive numbers, some positive thumbs ups, I should say. Anyhow, this is issue 29, page 26 and 27, a beautiful 2-page spread of Batman. All right, next we have got issue 29, page 28. Which is, again, all Batman on the page. Beautiful page, $2,000. Greg's comparative pages like this were about $4,000. So this is very, very good pricing 3,000 to 4,000 is Greg's normal pricing on these types of pages. So we're at least 50% less, if not, or 25% less, if not 50% less than what Greg is charging for parallel pages. There's actually a couple of pages here that are actually already signed by Greg as well. They're signed by Greg and signed by Danny. Bear in mind, every single page is signed by Danny. So, I won't have to keep repeating that, but every page is signed by Danny. Anyhow, next we got OA05. It's issue 29, page 29. Again, a lot of Batman on the page. That also $2,000. Excuse me, the hiccups. By the way, if somebody needs an extra 2 weeks, a week or two to pay, let me know, and I can see what you need. We can discuss that as well. If you need a little bit of extra time to pay. Anyhow, that's as far as that goes. Next, we go to OA06, which is issue 29, page 30, which is a 3/4 page splash, a big bad monster and Batman. That one's $2,500. Looks kind of like one of the Spawn villains. Anyhow, we got that's OA06. OA07 is issue 29, page 32. One of the early appearances of the Riddler in the New 52. So if anybody wants that, that's $1,750. Again, if somebody wants to make a counter offer, as long as it's realistic, feel free. As Danny gave me a very tiny range. I know what the amount is they'll accept as a counter offer if you make a realistic one. Anyhow, next is OA08, is issue 29, page 33. This one also is $1,750. Got Batman in half the panels. Got Commissioner Gordon in the other half. So you got just a nice Batman page. Excuse me. Next is OA09. It's issue 29, page 36. A lot of Batman, a lot of Commissioner Gordon on that one. That one's $2,000. Again, parallel pages from Greg are about $2,500 to $3,500 on this page. Parallel quality pages. Anyhow, next is OA10. If you notice, excuse me 1 second. You're calling back, right? Mr. Starlin, sir, a quick question because I'm on the air live. The Breed trade paperback from issue 3. It says the book of Ecclesiastes. What is? How do you say that? Ecclesiastics. Okay, I'm trying to pronounce it on the air and I couldn't. I couldn't say it. Ecclesiastes. Okay, got it. All right, that's what I need to know. Thank you, sir. All right, take care. All right, bye bye. Ecclesiastes. You laughed at me. Gives you my rep. You don't know how to pronounce my work. Anyhow, next is OA11, Batman issue 21, page 4. Look at that. That is a gorgeous Batman page. Nice 2/3 page splash of Batman on a bike. The Bat Cycle. That actually top panel was used also for a ton of house ads that they used as well for their run on the book. So not only is it a published page, it's also a published house ad as well. Anyhow, that is page 4. Next, we got issue 21, page 21. That is the Riddler. Splash, 2/3 page splash of the Riddler with an inset panel. That one is $3,000. Edward Nygma. I'll say it like the president. Enigma. Anyhow, next we got OA13. We're going to start some Spawn stuff. A little bit less expensive than Greg Capullo. It's Dwayne Turner from Curses Spawn, issue 10, page 6. It's only $750. This is OA13. It's a beautiful page if you're a Spawn fan. This is if you're into Spawn, good stuff. Okay, next is OA14. Greg Capullo. This is a blue line now. Bear in mind, it is a blue line. But Spawn issue 80, page 8. Excuse me 1 second. This is issue 80, page 8. It is a blue line. It is a 2/3 page splash. This one's $3,500. Next, we got OA15, which is also a splash, and it's also a blue line. The parallel piece like this from Greg was a little over 10,000 that I saw. It was about 9,000. There was one that was, I think it was 10.5 or something along that line. So there was one that was on Heritage, if I remember correctly, it was 12.5. So this is a steal at only 5, if you're a fan of Greg Capullo. Anyhow, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous splash page. The detail is lost on the skin. Jay, can you blow that up at all or no?
Give me just a second, and I will get this.
See if I can see it around his face and around his head, the thing around his legs. The detail on this page is outrageous. Honestly, Steve, I don't know. The last thing I've seen him on is the stuff from Spawn. I don't know what he's working on these days. And look at the detail on his head, and around, then also on his leg. That's not Zipatone on his leg. That's all inks from Danny. If you look at that, that is an insane amount. When you see the original, the amount of detail is outrageous. But you can't blow up his head. Middle of the detail, that top half of the panel. That is gorgeous. Like the rendering to the right, the bricks to the right. I mean, that is just beautiful, beautiful detail. So again, if you're a fan of Spawn, gorgeous page to have. All right, next we'll go on to OA16. Which is issue 90, page 5. It's $1,500. Greg Capullo, look, you got Spawn in pretty much every single panel. Beautiful page. This is not a blue line. These are all 11 by 17. All the pages, with the exception of the 2-page spread, everything is 11 by 17. The 2-page spread is 22 by 17. Anyhow, so this is issue 90, page 5. For $1,500, and it is direct inks over pencils, and it is signed by Danny as well. So there we go. Okay, next is OA17, issue 97, page 14. Again, signed by Danny. This is original inks. This is not Danny exclusive. Yes, he is. He is exclusive at Ghost Machine. Anyhow, to start the artwork out there, you got. If you haven't seen it, go buy it. The artwork. I haven't read the books, but I have the art. Oh my God, is it gorgeous? Ivan Reis is doing some of the best penciling of his entire career. And I think Danny is doing the best inking of his whole career. The stuff is outrageously gorgeous. I got a whole ton of the artwork here. I don't want to sell it, to be honest. Excuse me. Excuse me one second. Jace, I'm on the air on a live show. Can I call you back? Okay, I'll leave the back door unlocked. So just come in, but don't say anything. Just come on in. All right, bye. Guys, I got to step away from the phone for 10 seconds. Just go unlock my door. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
All right, and while Spencer's doing that, don't forget later on at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, we'll have Friday Night Live from Comics Unlimited with Nancy McCann and the crew over there. Next week, with Kyle and Miss Jen being back from Comics Pro, we should have our full slate of shows, but I'll go more into detail about that near the end of the show.
Yeah, I'm back. Just what you always didn't want. Okay, next. OA17. Oh, we just did OA17. OA18. Sorry, wait a minute. Which one are we on?
We were on 17.
Okay, so we're on 18 now. Okay, it's issue 97, page 17. Beautiful page. You got this. Has got Angela on it before she left to come over to Marvel. It's a lot of Angela on there. This is $1,500. Again, this is Blue Line. So, I mean, it's not Blue Line. Excuse me. This is not Blue Line. It is inks over pencils. It is $1,500. Again, classic Angela. If you're a fan of Angela. Next is OA19, issue 98, page 18. Look at that half-page splash of Angela. That is a sexy Angela right there. Anyhow, that one's $2,000. Greg Capullo pencils, Danny Miki direct inks over pencils. Spawn, issue 98, page 18. This actually, I don't know how many people know this. Spawn is the most famous in every comic book being published. Every month it's in the Guinness Book of Records being updated for the longest run what do they call it? The longest uninterrupted run of a book in history. And most consecutive issues without an interruption. But they don't update, they don't send Todd a new certificate every month because every issue that's published beats the previous month, obviously. Okay, OA19, issue 98, page 18. Oh, we just did that one. I'm sorry. OA20, issue 98, page 10. It's a less expensive page, lots of detail. It's only $7.50. Come on, guys, somebody buy something. Don't make me look bad to Nick. Nick and I were both excited. We thought you guys would really like this stuff. Next is OA21, which is issue 99, page 7, and that's a gorgeous Greg Capullo page. That is issue 99, page 7, directing to pencils. That one's $1,500. Next, we have OA22, issue 99, page 11. Again, directing, lots of Angela in there. It's $12.50. Next, OA23, we got issue 99, page 22. As soon as we flip over. Jay? Oh, there we go. Here, look at that page. Look at that left panel. Tell me that that's not gorgeous. Semerix, I would love you to do that, and so would Danny. Anyhow, this is OA23, issue 99, page 22. But look at all the detail on this page. Look what the fine line work is on this page. If you're a Spawn fan, this is a killer page. Absolutely a killer page. Next, we got OA24. We're back to Batman. That's the end of the Spawn run. We're back to Batman. Anyhow, this is Batman 32, page 10. $750. Again, direct inks over pencils, Danny Miki and Greg Capullo for $750. I think it's the cheapest page with Batman on it, I think. Next, OA25 is issue 32, page 13, $1,250. Batman's in pretty much every panel except for the last one. That's $1,250. OA26 is issue 32, page 14. You got Batman in pretty much every panel. Gorgeous page at $1,250. Next, we got OA27, issue 32, page 15 for $1,500. And again, bear in mind, these are, if you're a fan, these are dramatically less expensive than what do you call it? Than Greg Capullo charges for them. And if you need extra time, if you need a couple extra weeks to pay for it, we can work that out. Also, if you want to make a counter offer, there's a small room to budge on them. Not a lot, but I know what Danny's willing to do. Anyhow, that's as far as that goes. Next, OA28. Here it's right in here is issue 32, page 16, $1,250. Next, we got OA29. Issue 32, page 17, nice splash page of Batman. It's just his face, but still a beautiful splash page. Invokes a lot of emotion on this page. This one's $2,500 for a full page splash. Next, this is a killer page, issue 32, page 20. How's that for the Riddler and Batman? Full page splash with an inset panel. That was $4,000. It's okay, Spencer. Nick likes, even if we're just hanging out. I don't mind people just hanging out. I just want to sell something to make them look good, to make it look good that I didn't sell nothing. But I appreciate that, Mike. I do appreciate that. Next, OA31 is issue 42, page 9. It's $1,250. An action pack. I call this Bat Bunny. It's a Bat Bunny page. It's when Commissioner Gordon, which I thought was dopey, and when Commissioner Gordon became Batman. It's the Bat Bunny, the Bat Bunny outfit. So anyhow, it's issue 42, page 9. Next, OA32, issue 42, page 10. Look at that shot. That is a nice, even though it's a rock creature, but that is a beautiful page. 3/4 page splash. That one's $3,000. Next, we got OA 33, issue 42, page 14. It's $2,000. Next is OA 34. Is $1,250, signed by Danny Miki, issue 42, page 15. Got another highly detailed. Look at that, the volcano erupting there, whatever that is. Look how much detail is in that. That is beautiful art. You've made Danny look great. All these stacked next to each other. It's like he's never had a bad day. Yeah. Thank you. I'll tell Danny you said that. It's very kind, Semrix. Thank you. OA 34 is up. We'll go to OA 35. Batman issue 46, page 4, $1,250. Again, we got Commissioner Gordon as Batman in every single panel, so it's a very dramatic panel for $1,250. Next is OA 36, issue 46, page 5. Another beautiful page. Lots of Batman on it, even though it's not Bruce Wayne Batman, but lots of Batman. That one's $1,500. Next is OA 37. It's issue 46, page 7. It's $1,500 as well. Excuse me 1 second. I'll take a drink again. Sorry, my throat's drying out. Next, OA 37. We just did. Issue 46, page 7. Look at that top, all the Batman costumes and armors. Look at that. That's a really nice page. That one's $2,000. That's a gorgeous page to have if you're a Batman fan or a Greg Capullo fan. Next, we got OA 39, issue 46, page 17. I love that center shot. I absolutely love that center shot. Yeah, it's too bad they weren't able to do that in the movies. That's issue 46, page 17 for $3,000. Okay, next, moving on, we got issue 36, page 1. Look, it's Godzilla. Issue 36, page 1, signed by Danny. It's $1,000 even. And next is OA 41, issue 36, page 2. CB12. Okay, thank you, Meg. CB12. There we go. And it is. Hey, please fill out the form that you're supposed to fill for it. Thank you, making it so it's not a shutout. I appreciate it. Issue 41 is issue 36, page 2. And now we got Batman and Superman on the page, $1,750. Where do you see the next page? Next page is killer. Look at that nice 3/4 page splash of Greg Capullo Superman. This one's $4,000. Issue 36, page 3. Thank you, Jay. Next, issue OA 43, issue 36, page 4. Yeah, there we go. Issue 36, page 4. Some more Superman spitting. That's $2,000. Next, 44. Item 44, I should say, is issue 36, page 5 for $2,000. Again, a lot of Batman, a lot of Superman. Nice stuff. Next, OA 45 is issue 36, page 7. We got that one right up on the screen. Nice half-page splash there. Superman and the bad guy. You know, it's pretty. If you look at it, it's pretty detailed as well. Item 46 is Batman 36, page 8. It's $2,500. Again, great action page. Again, all these prices, as I've said many times, all these are dramatically lower than what Greg Capullo charges on his website for parallel pages. So bear that in mind. And again, if you need extra time to pay, we can work that out. If you want to make a counter offer within reason, feel free, because these are expensive pages. Next, OA 46, 36, page 8. Nice Batman and Superman page. That's 20. There you go. That's $2,500. Next is OA 47 is 36. Jay, you're off by 1. Go backwards. Got you. Go back 2. One more.
Which one were you on?
That's going on. Okay, this is 45. This is 45. This is 36, page 7 for 2,000. Go forward one. Okay, this is 36, page 8 for 2,500. Next, up to Zoe, 36, page 9 for 2,500. All three pages are the same price. There you go. But you can see the difference between them. And next, OA 48 is exit 30, issue 36, page 10, 1,500. Nice unmasked Bruce in the Batcave with Alfred. Yeah, it's a nice, really nice detailed page. Next is OA 49, it's page 11, consecutive page. By the way, you'll notice the detail on Alfred in the top right corner. They don't use Zipatone anymore. That's all drawn by hand. That's not Zipatone. That's Danny's there all day long and dot, 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 and really pays close attention to this stuff. Next is OA 48, page 10.
All right, maybe I'm out of order. I got OA 50 was next.
Oh, we're on 48. You jumped ahead somehow. Okay. It should be 38, 36, page 10.
Yep.
There we go. We're back. Okay. This one's 1,500. Next is OA 49. It's page 11. It's also 1,500. Next is OA 50, which is page 13. This is also 1,500. What number are we on? I lost my place. OA 50. OA 50, issue 36, page 12 is 1,500. Nice page featuring Batman and backgrounds. Next is issue 51. Item 51, OA 51. Batman 36, page 15. Nice, really nice Batman page. Then OA 52 is 36, page 18. Or 16, excuse me. For 1,500. Nice page. Only 2 pages left. Batman 36, page 17 for $1,500. And the last page of the night is OA 54, issue 80, page 19 for 1,000. I don't know if we have. I can take these off. If anybody wants to see something again, 2/3 to 1/3. The pencil gets 2/3. The inker gets 1/3 unless they work out a separate deal. Some of them will split them half and half. But it's at their discretion. But the industry standard is 2/3 to the penciler, 1/3 to the inker. If it's layouts, yes, it is. Depends on how much you're doing, and then it's half and half if it's layouts. That is standard industry procedure. So we may get a short show. We only did 39 minutes. I was hoping to do an hour, but nobody wanted to talk. Nobody wanted to buy anything. So sorry we couldn't get you some more goodies. I don't have anything else here that I can put up that's easily accessible. So unfortunately, if nobody else, we're going to be done early, Jay. Is OA 40 over traditional pencils? I believe it is. I'll let you know in a second. OA 40. Yes, it is. OA 40 is over traditional pencils if you'd like to purchase it, Nicholas. Just let us know, and if it is, it can be yours. Nice Godzilla on the first page. And Nicholas, would you like the page? I don't know if it's a delay or he's doing something. If it is, I apologize for being nudged. Nope. Sorry. I actually dozed off from it. Sorry, I got narcolepsy. Sorry, I dozed off there for a second. That was really rude of me. I apologize. The dangers of having narcolepsy. Anyhow, do you have an email I can reach out in 2 weeks to see if you still have it? Yeah, Spencer BCK at AOL. Yes, as Jay just put up. Sorry about that. I'm really embarrassed.
Sorry, folks. I wasn't on the screen. I was going to grab your email. I didn't notice.
Oh, yeah, I fell asleep. I have narcolepsy, and I fell asleep. I've done that before and crashed my van into a truck. Not good. I try not to drive that much. Anyways, I apologize. That was very disrespectful to everybody. I completely and totally apologize. It's not something I can help. Anyhow, if anybody is interested in anything else, we can show you something. If not, Jay, do you have something that you can fill content with?
Sure, I can. Yeah. First of all, don't ever apologize for something like that, man. That's out of your control. Don't worry about it.
So
Things
rude.
happen. No, you can't help it. It's all good. We all forgive you. But like I said, it's been a light week this week because Miss Jen, well, for us, Miss Jen, Kyle, and Matthias have all been at Comics Pro this week. It's the same week as OAX.
So everybody's out of town.
Yeah. So next week the shows will be right back.
Hey! Don't compare me to that goofball.
Oh, goodness, you would be trying to start a fight in the comments there.
Yeah, really. Don't compare me to that goofball.
But we'll have most of the shows coming back. Kyle will probably not do his the poker night that he does on Mondays because he'll just be getting back. So you'll have at 6 Eastern, 5 Central, Comic Collectibles with Rex, John, and Rock and Robbie. Then at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, you'll have Best Coast Comics. Tuesday at, let me get the time right, 2 Eastern, 1 Central, Comic Industry Insiders will be back. And then you'll have Minute to Skim It with Miss Jen at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Tomorrow's Comics Tuesday with Miss Jen at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Kicking It with Henri at 9 Eastern, 8 Central. Or I'm sorry, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Wednesday, you will have Rex with the 1 hour comic collectibles show at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Not sure if Kyle's going to do his 1 hour show that night either. Just have to stay tuned for that. Thursday, you got What's in the Box at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. Then at 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, you have the Geek Chat. Then at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, Sketch Up with Mog and Mel. Then Friday, we'll have the FOC show at 1 Eastern, noon Central. 7 Eastern, 6 Central, original art with Nick or whoever's going to be here. We were blessed this time to have Spencer. Always great to have you on.
I can show you.
This is awesome.
Danny Miki, Eddie Barrows and Danny Miki. It's a gray line. Action Comics 1069 issue 2. That is a killer page. That one would be 7,500. Somebody wants that one, but yes, the gray, what do you call it? Ghost Machine. I'm trying to get to that. I'm getting there. Here we go. This is the cover to Devour #1 over Ivan Reyes. Is that from Ghost Machine? So there you go. Marty does a nice page for you. Let's see what. Okay, here is Hornsby and Halo cover A. And this is Ivan Reyes also from Ghost Machine. But I'll block the light off. So that's another thing. Sensational, not many. There's really not going to be many more. JR is taking a break from Spider-Man. Or at least that's what I heard. This is Hornsby and Halo cover #2. So there you go. Getting more good. This is Red Coat variant cover #2. Look at the amazing detail on this piece.
One of my favorite books out of Ghost Machine is Red Coat.
Well, there you go. There's the cover #2. Let's see what else we got from Ghost Machine. Here's Rocket Fellers #3 cover. go. So all I got in front of me is covers. So the interiors are downstairs. I apologize. I think that may be it for covers. Yep, that's it for covers. But those what I got. All of those are all $3,000 each for every cover. If anybody's interested. Ow. There we go. Any hoodle. Hey, we filled some content. Anyhow, for those who are interested, want to see the stuff that I have live, I'll just read you off my convention schedule for this year. I'll be set up March 19th to 22nd. I'll be in Richmond, Virginia at GalaxyCon. July 23rd to 26th, I'll be at Raleigh, GalaxyCon. I will be March 27th to 29th. I'll be at Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City. Again, I'll have all this stuff set up. In June, for the June 12th to 14th, I'll be at Heroes Con set up. And the following weekend, June 22nd, the 27th, 28th, I'll be at Garden State Comic Fest. I will be set up there as well. And there's a couple more coming down the pike. But those are the ones where I will definitely be set up with all my art. I have everything you've seen and more. I have got a ton of new stuff in from Danny. I'll just read you some of the quality of the stuff that just came in from Danny. Let me see if I can find a note. We'll fill some time up here. I'll tell some stories. Here it is. Okay, we've got All-Star no, that one's sold. Batman Orpheus Rising over Dwayne Turner. Batman Wildcat, Sergio Cariello. Incredible Hulk, Paul Pelletier. Nick Bradshaw, Wolverine and the X-Men. Kevin Sharp, all sorts of X-Men stuff. Let's see here. Kevin Sharp, more X-Men. Eric Coda, Thor artwork. Dale Keown, A+X, but the blue line. Some more Spawn pages from Greg Capullo. Some Spawn page, Curse of Spawn pages from Dwayne Turner. One single page. Oh, no, I'm not even going to mention that one. 3 pages from Captain America number 50 over Kevin McGuire. Bad Rock Violator, cover by Rob Liefeld. Youngblood Strike File, interior pages by Rob Liefeld. Ghost Rider, cover by Trent Kanuga. Angela and Glory by Roger Cruz. Evangeline by John Stinsman. Glory and Friends might be Bikini Fest. Cedric Nocon. Whoever that is. I don't know who that is. Evangeline number 2 by John Stinsman. Blood Pool number 4 by, can't read who that's from. Brigade cover by Marat Michaels. Brigade by Roger Cruz. Todd Knock, Bad Rock and Company. Brian Denham, Badlock Violator. Mark Pajarillo from Combat, 3 or 4 issues of that. Dan Fraga, Deathmate Red. Marat Michaels, Nightmare. Todd Knock, new X-Men pages. Mark Pajarillo, Prophet pages. Let's see, Teen Youngblood by Roger Cruz. War Child by Chap Yape. Dan Froggy, Youngblood. Roger Cruz, Youngblood. Luke Ross, Youngblood. And Youngblood Strike File by Marat Michaels. And then some trading cards from Todd Knock and Anthony Wynn from Extreme Studios. So those will be coming up in the next 30 to 45 days. Those will be with me at shows. And I also got a huge box of art from Cam Smith. Nope, no Spawn 100, sorry. They're all in the 80s, issue 82, 83, 84, 85, that area. Marty, they'll be at my next show. They'll be GalaxyCon Richmond. There'll be GalaxyCon Richmond, and then Planet Comic-Con Kansas City is its first 2 places they'll be preparing. I said I got what's his name? This guy's name was known for doing the Ultimates. I'm having a brain fart. He did the Ultimates. Any idea, Jay? I'm terrible with names.
Was it? Are you talking about Hickman?
No, the artist.
Oh, the artist. Ooh, that one I don't know.
Hey, Spencer, what are your relations to Jim? We're not related. I'm his agent, and he's one of my closest friends. What Brigade cover by what? Let's see. The Brigade cover. That was at the end. Brigade. Da, 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 da. Brigade at the Bad Rock. I'm getting close. Brigade, not the Todd Knock Interiors. Brigade number 11 cover unused. It's not a published cover. Sorry. Brian Hitch. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you, Steve. I was having a brain fart. I couldn't think of his name. There's a whole bunch of Brian Hitch pages, a ton of them, maybe 2-3 inches of Brian Hitch pages that Cam Smith inked over him. There's some Ed McGuinness pages. There's a lot of really cool stuff. Actually, hang on. I think I got it right next to me. Hold on. I got it right here. Ow. Owie. Actually, if anybody wants to make Nick an insane offer, I have John Romita Sr. and Virginia Ramirez as their tennis rackets signed by them. If anybody thinks that's neat, so we got that. Now, let me show you my favorite piece in the whole, if I can find it easily. My favorite piece in the whole box. I hope I can find it. Well, here, just to show you, here's Scott Eaton splash page. That's a nice, if you're a cable fan. Excuse me. Here's another Scott Eaton. Here's a Scott Eaton 2-page spread. That's a nice page. Got that one. Let's see here. What else we got? Here's another Scott Eaton splash page. If you like the gray gargoyle, nice page. These are Daredevil pages. Here's a nice bullseye page from, I don't know who the penciler is. It says, Aaron Coder. It says Coder. But that's nice bullseye and Daredevil page. Let's see here. Gotta find that one. Here we go. Here's Mike McCone pages. Let's see. I don't know who that is. Some more X-Men pages. Kev Walker, Incredible Hulk pages. Scott Eaton, Cam Smith. What If Thor? Here's What If Venom Took Over Moon Knight cover. Okay, actually, sensational. I'll get that for you in about 10 seconds. Here's a nice Spider-Man page. Nice Spider-Man in a black costume page. And yes, it is original inks over pencils. Here's a really nice piece also. Spider-Man black and white number 10 cover. That's a beautiful piece. Here's Paul Pelletier Justice League cover. These are some of the things that are coming in from Paul Pelletier. Let me write that down now. OA40. Here we go. It is at Sensational. P. Gotcha. Sensational. It's all yours. Just please fill out the paperwork. Go to the link, fill out the paperwork, and they will send you an invoice. Okay, let's see. Let's pull some more goodies out. I'll be done within the next 3 minutes so they can move on to the next show. Here's the Leonard Kirk splash page of Supergirl. People like Supergirl.
So, Spencer, I got a question for you, boss.
Answer for it.
So you handle some just incredible art all the time. Are you ever jaded by it, or do you have a piece that's like your grail?
Yes, I do. The cover that Nick used for Action Comics 1000 is my grail. That will be buried with me. It's a Kurt Swan pencil piece. Kurt actually did it for a charity, and I told him there was no way I am giving that to a charity. Okay. I said, that's not happening. I said, that is not going. I said, that's going up on my wall. Kurt, when he did it, it's a Kurt Swan Superman done tonal pencil And it's done in such a way, it's an old artist trick, that the eyes follow you. If you go around it on an angle like this, the eyes actually follow you. It's really kind of eerie. Actually, my ex-girlfriend used to made me move it where we had it, because it was in front of the bed. And it looked at night, it looked like somebody was watching us and sleep while we were sleeping. And it was really, there's a bunch of Jurgen's Crisis Secret Files pages, Pete Wood's detective pages. I can't find the damn page I wanted to show everybody. Why can't I find it? What the hell do I do with this? Damn, I must have missed it. Anyhow, it's a full page splash by Brian Hitch and Dr. Doom. It is an absolute, I can't find it. It's an absolutely freaking killer page. Oh, here it is. Found it. That's a nice page. How's that that should be in somebody's collection. That absolutely belongs in somebody's collection. It took me about 3 weeks to convince Cam to send that along. I said, well, no. But it's Brian Hitch and Cam Smith's inks. That's beautiful art. But all this stuff will be premiering at Galaxy Con Richmond. So if you can make it to the show, come on down. Come see all this beautiful new art. By the way, in terms of Greg Capullo, there's more art, more interior art, and there's also a complete issue for somebody who has maybe 30 or 40 grand to spend. There's a complete issue of Batman, complete with the cover. I think it's issue 23, I think, or something like that. I have it over here on the side. But anyhow, we gotta call a date so that the next show can start on time. So thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for the 2 purchases that people put in. Very much appreciate it. Hope to see some of you in either Richmond or one of the cons I'm at this other. Please introduce yourself. I don't recognize people, so I'm very bad with that. Please introduce. If you see me, if you do come to those shows, please introduce yourself. Maybe I'll work out. I'll give you a discount or something. Or I'll give you a free signed print if you're an EXP member. If you introduce yourself, I'll give you a free signed print. Anyhow, everybody have a great night. Stay safe. Enjoy yourself, and don't drink and drive, because you might hit a bump and spill your drink, and that's a waste of good booze. But in the meantime, take care, everybody. We will see you. Nick will have me back soon enough. I'll have some more killers. Maybe I'll have some of the Cam Smith stuff. I'll have some killer stuff up here for you guys as well. So in the meantime, can you do 2,200 for 0819? Oh, for the 2 of them combined? 0819 and 20. 19 and 20. 22. I can't go that low. 22. If you do 24, I could do it. I could do it for 24. Would be the bottom I could do that for. So if you wanted 08, 19, and 20, I could do it for you for 2,400. So is that of interest to you? All right, at Original Art, you got it. 2,400 it is. Original. I'm terrible with names at Original Art. Who are you? What's your real name? Who are you really? Or Jay, do you know who he is? Who is it? Just so I know who I'm dealing with.
I'm not sure. This looks like a new name on the show.
Okay. Mike Snitzer. Okay. All right, Mike. Thank you for your purchase. Very much appreciate it. Make sure, Jake, you put that link up one last time. And then we will be out of here so that the next show can start. And I'm sure they'll be very happy. Your name is familiar, Mike. I remember names. I never remember putting names to the people. So there you go. All righty, guys. Take care. Have a safe and happy, healthy day. And hopefully we'll see you out there in the ether somewhere.